Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we explore the fascinating topics of health and wellness. Today, we are going to talk about 10 habits that can destroy your brain and how to avoid them. The brain is the most important organ of our body, as it controls all our functions, thoughts, emotions, and memories. However, many of us are unaware of the harmful habits that can damage our brain and affect our mental health. In this video, we will discuss 10 of these habits and how to break them. Here are the 10 habits that can destroy your brain. 1. Skipping breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, as it provides our brain with the fuel and nutrients it needs to function properly. Skipping breakfast can lower our blood sugar levels and impair our cognitive performance, memory, and mood. It can also increase our risk of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, which can harm our brain health. Therefore, we should always eat a healthy and balanced breakfast that includes whole grains, fruits, nuts, eggs, or yogurt. 2. Overeating. Overeating can also damage our brain, as it can cause obesity, inflammation, and oxidative stress. Obesity can reduce the blood flow and oxygen to the brain, and increase the risk of dementia and stroke. Inflammation can trigger the immune system to attack the brain cells, and cause neurodegeneration and depression. Oxidative stress can damage the DNA and proteins of the brain cells, and cause aging and diseases. Therefore, we should limit our calorie intake and avoid processed, fried, and sugary foods. We should also eat more fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins that are rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. 3. Smoking. Smoking is one of the worst habits for our brain, as it can cause various problems, such as reduced blood flow and oxygen to the brain, increased blood pressure and cholesterol, increased risk of stroke and aneurysm, impaired memory and learning, and increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. Smoking can also affect the neurotransmitters in the brain, such as dopamine and serotonin, and cause addiction, anxiety, and depression. Therefore, we should quit smoking as soon as possible and seek professional help if needed. 4. Drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol can also harm our brain, as it can interfere with the communication and coordination between the brain cells and affect our cognitive functions, such as attention, memory, judgment, and decision-making. It can also cause dehydration, inflammation, and oxidative stress, and damage the brain cells and tissues. It can also increase the risk of liver disease, which can affect the brain function and mood. Therefore, we should limit our alcohol intake to no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men, and avoid binge drinking. We should also drink plenty of water and eat some food before and after drinking alcohol. 5. Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can also damage our brain, as it can impair our cognitive performance, memory, and mood. It can also affect the brain's ability to clear the waste and toxins that accumulate during the day, and increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative disorders. It can also affect the hormones that regulate our appetite, metabolism, and stress, and cause obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Therefore, we should get enough sleep every night, which is about 7 to 9 hours for adults, and maintain a regular sleep schedule. We should also avoid caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol before bedtime, and create a comfortable and dark sleeping environment. 6. Stress. Stress can also damage our brain, as it can increase the levels of cortisol, which is a hormone that can cause inflammation, oxidative stress, and neurodegeneration. It can also affect the neurotransmitters in the brain, such as dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, and cause anxiety, depression, and mood disorders. It can also affect the hippocampus, which is a part of the brain that is involved in memory and learning, and cause memory loss and cognitive decline. Therefore, we should manage our stress levels and cope with our emotions in healthy ways. We should also practice relaxation techniques, such as meditation, yoga, breathing exercises, or massage. We should also seek social support, hobbies, and professional help if needed. 7. Lack of exercise. Lack of exercise can also damage our brain, as it can reduce the blood flow and oxygen to the brain, and decrease the production of new brain cells and connections. It can also increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, which can harm our brain health. It can also affect our mood and self-esteem, and cause depression and anxiety. Therefore, we should exercise regularly and moderately. which is about 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic exercise per week, along with some strength training and flexibility exercises. We should also choose activities that we enjoy and that challenge our brain, such as dancing, playing games, or learning new skills. 8. Lack of social interaction. Lack of social interaction can also damage our brain, as it can affect our emotional and mental health and cause loneliness, isolation, and depression. It can also affect our cognitive functions, such as memory, attention, and language, and increase the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Therefore, we should maintain and cultivate our social relationships and interact with our family, friends, and community. We should also join clubs, groups, or organizations that share our interests and values, and volunteer for causes that we care about. We should also be open and supportive to others, and seek help when we need it. 9. Exposure to toxins. Exposure to toxins can also damage our brain, as it can cause inflammation, oxidative stress, and neurodegeneration. Some of the common sources of toxins are air pollution, pesticides, heavy metals, plastics, and drugs. These toxins can enter our body through inhalation, ingestion, or absorption, and affect our brain function and mood. Therefore, we should avoid or minimize our exposure to toxins and protect ourselves with masks, gloves, or filters. We should also eat organic and fresh foods and drink filtered water. We should also detoxify our body and brain by eating foods that are rich in antioxidants and fiber, such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. 10. Negative thinking. Negative thinking can also damage our brain, as it can affect our neurotransmitters, hormones, and brain structure, and cause stress, anxiety, and depression. It can also affect our self-image, self-confidence, and self-esteem, and cause low motivation, poor performance, and low quality of life. Therefore, we should change our negative thinking patterns and adopt a more positive and optimistic attitude. We should also practice gratitude, affirmations, and self-compassion, and focus on our strengths and achievements. We should also challenge and reframe our negative thoughts and replace them with more realistic and helpful ones. We should also seek professional help if we have severe or persistent negative thoughts. The conclusion. The brain is the most important organ of our body, and we should take good care of it. However, many of us have some habits that can destroy our brain and affect our mental health. These habits include skipping breakfast, overeating, smoking, drinking alcohol, lack of sleep, stress, lack of exercise, lack of social interaction, exposure to toxins, and negative thinking.
That's it for today's video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who might benefit from it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.